One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dennis. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. Still running at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it on the read. Finding an escape route. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield and gets some consequences.
The Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Kick is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They've got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off play action. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Dennis. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 45. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
When Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. To the ground with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's done, and he will score. Touchdown, UNC! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Just going to keep it after the snap. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Dyer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Dennis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Dennis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Gets the back moving. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Reads it, fires complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Jenkins. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. On the move. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. Got it in stride at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Got it in the middle, it's Jenkins. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, UCF! Fired third in from the red zone for the score.
But that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. Touchdown, North Carolina! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
once again. What do you think about that? They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A run for the quarterback. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They cranked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grant behind the lines. It's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On the ground, it's Cobb. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and speed.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover. He'll
keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Get it out on the screen. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Him down at the 31.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
To the air, it's Dyer. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The option look. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Dennis. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, UNC!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Dyer. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've...
Open field on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This offense has it with really good field position. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
To the air. It's Dyer. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Jenkins. Snowed under by the defense. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. If you do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Ready, go.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
So now it's second and long.
22 water. 22 water.
Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The Tar Heels line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Finds a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Off the play fake. He's going to let it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.